Hello guys, these are my thoughts on Mission of Burma's signals, calls and marches. Now, sorry, bear with me, I might look a bit tired. It is first thing in the morning, but I was like, you know what, I don't have a lot of time to actually record this, so let's get this over and done with now, and hopefully I can post it out in time before I go out to work. So yeah, this is the EP from Mission of Burma's first Mission of Burma related music that I've heard on this journey so far. It is a punk record. It's a punk EP, and it's made up of about 6 or 7 songs. Very tight track list. But of course, there is like a complete edition with extra songs. I'm just gonna talk about the original track list here, but then I'll briefly talk about those extra songs towards the end. The first track, That's When I Reach for My Revolver, is almost anthemic. It has like a really catchy chorus. The drive and the sound and the volume really picks up towards the hook, but then there's like this nice kind of eerie riff that plays, and it really slows down outside of the hook during the verses. And I think that like the transition between the two is really, really well done as well. It's just a very well balanced song, really catchy. The next track, Outlaw, is just like really a lot more upbeat and aggressive kind of song. But again, even with this ability for them to add more power and more drive and more speed into the songs, it still maintains that like almost intricate delicacy of like a post punk. It's like if you took the drive and the speed of a hardcore punk band, but then you mixed it with like the guitars of from like television or something like that. Like it's really unique, but I really enjoy it. For the rest of the tracks on this album as well, I think that genuinely every track is very well performed, very well focused, even lyrically, despite it not having like these super crazy context or concept. Sorry, they it still kind of lands quite well, and so you listening to it is really really easy. I think it's a really accessible EP to listen to. The final track is crazy. The guitar playing on it and the instrumentation on it is mental. It's a really cool way to end the EP as well. Um, I really do like how a lot of these songs don't just stick to a very one, like just to one pattern, but they kind of have like parts where they play very different paces and styles, and then they come back in and it's really unique. They really try to not just stick to a very standard drum pattern, drum fill pattern. Like there's in moments in every single track where they all kind of divert into something a bit weirder and a little bit more unique, just to kind of build up to the next verse. It's really cool. Um, the only track that I feel like I don't like as much as the rest is Fame and Fortune. I think every other track on this is really, really good. But Fame and Fortune, while being okay, like it's a decent song, I just don't like it as much as every other song on there. That's not to say it's bad though. It is still a solid song, but it kind of, and it's still, I really do like the certain parts where it kind of they're hitting on those cymbals and builds up to that next part of the song, but yeah, it just doesn't have that same replayability or like uniqueness, I guess, as the other songs on this EP for me. But again, I will never say don't listen to it. I'd say still give it a go and listen to it and see if you enjoy it as much. And see if you enjoy it maybe even more than I did. Because yeah, it's still a solid song. I can still see the value in it, but it just doesn't really stand out as much for me. So with that said, very watertight, concise track list. No fat at all. I mean, it is an EP to be fair, but still, it's very concise and very well delivered. And for it to be such a short EP and still have, this quality of songs, it's really impressive. Obviously, there is like this full edition, a complete edition where they add a few more songs before the run on the EP. Those songs are great. I mean, I want to give a shout out to specifically Academy Fight Song and Max Ernst. Those two songs are amazing. Some of those other songs I'm okay with. I'm fine with them leaving that out, but those two songs are really really good. And then, of course, the original EP follows up after it. I'm going to put this in the A tier. I'm going to give it an A plus. I think genuinely there's not much holding it back from S tier. If they had maybe switched, I don't know, let's say Fight Fame and Fortune for Academy Fight Song or Max Ernst, or even just removed it completely and just kept it shorter and more concise track list, then I probably would have put it in S tier because it genuinely would have been flawless at that point. But yeah, I think for what it is, A plus, still very, very good, very good. Um, yeah, of course it's not an album length. But at the end of the day, like I like to judge the track lists. I like to judge if they want to release a 20-minute album, so be it. If they want to release a 1.5 hour album, so be it. I mean, I'm trying to judge the track list in terms of the quality of songs and the amount of hits to misses. And yeah, I think this genuinely has no misses. It's just about one of the songs' quality that doesn't hit as much as the rest. But that being said, you know what I'm going to say. I think you should listen to it regardless. I think you go listen to it. It's an A plus, so definitely, this is one of those recommends. So please listen to it. Let me know what you think. Do you like the style that they're trying to implement here? I can't wait to see what influence this sound has on other bands that come out after them, because I do feel like this kind of mix of post punk and hardcore punk probably led to the creation of bands that do that more regularly, and maybe even do it in their own way and influence other bands too. Main thing here is every record that I do some form of review on, I hope that I'm influencing somebody out there to go and listen to those albums they wouldn't normally listen to jump out of their bubble and check out music history. Because again, I've said it a few times now, music history is important, and I hope the young people out there continue to cherish music history, because there are some special albums out there, honestly. It's very, very special. But yeah, till next time, I'll try and do it a little bit later in the day so I don't look as tired. Yeah, see you. Thanks for watching, and bye.